Okay, I'm going to record a session, of course. So now let's start. Okay, so for the objectives that we're going to have for today, okay, we're going to check the last topics that we have last class because I think we didn't finish last class. Then we continue with the class by talking about problems we'll have when traveling, asking for and giving advice, expressing opinion and making suggestions, agreeing or disagreeing with an opinion. All right. So first, we're gonna check the last class topics. I'm gonna change the slide. Let's see. Okay. So last class we did this part, which it was about um, uh, like an interview for the other classmate. So we did this part, and we're going to continue with this grammar part, which is the use of can, could, may, will, and would. Okay, that would be on page. Let me tell you, 51. Right. So it says, read examples below. What do the words in blue express? Complete the rules using requests, favors, permission, and offers. Okay, guys, this topic is very easy. Is the use of modals. So we're just going to use can, could, may, will, and would. Okay, so for the first part, it says to ask for. Okay, we use can, could, and may. For example, can I take this on the plane? Could I take this on the plane? May I take this on the plane? Plane, sorry. And as an answers we have yes, you can, or yes, you may. Yes, of course, go ahead, certainly, sure, no problem. Or if it is negative, no, you can't, I'm afraid not. No, sorry. Okay, so for what kind of let's see of situations do we use these kind of questions? Is it for requests, favors, permissions, or offers? What do you think, guys?
Offers.
Okay, but if I ask you, can I take this on the plane? Is that an offer?
Is permissions.
Uh huh. Okay, all right. So the first one, to ask for permission, you are gonna use can, could, or may. Okay, we have the example there. Then on the next chart, it says to make requests and then we have a line there. Use can I see your boarding pass? Could I see your boarding pass? May I help you? So what kind of questions are those? If I tell you, may I help you? What is that?
An offer.
Uh-huh. Okay, all right. So to make requests and offers, we use can, could, or may. Okay, as well as the first one, right? Then on the third chart, we have to make, and then we have a blank in there, and ask for, another blank, use. Can you bring me a magazine? Could you bring me a magazine? Would you lend me your cell phone? Or would you lend me your cell phone? So, what kind of questions are those? To make what? What do you think, guys?
To make a question and ask for, I don't know,
Favors, no.
permission or
Okay,
favors.
okay, yeah, that would be for request, to make requests and ask for favors, right? So you're gonna use this kind of phrases or, well, models if you would like to make a request or a favor, right? There you have the answers. Okay, permission, the first one, offers the next, then requests and favors. All right, so it says we use can I, could I, may I to ask for permission. Can, could, may I go out tonight? Yes, you can, or yes, you may, or no, you can't. Okay, so that will be for to ask for permission. And then we use can I, could I, may I to offer help and make requests like can or could, may I help you? Can, could, or may I have some more cake? Okay, as you can see here, the first one is asking for um, offer help, right? And the second one is making a request like may I have some more cake? And then in the third rule, we use can, could, will, and would you to make polite requests and ask for a favor, right? So could and would are more polite. So these two models, you're gonna use them in a more formal situation. Can, could, will, and would you lend me your laptop? Okay, as you can see in this kind of questions, it is more polite, right? Okay. Okay, we're going to see another presentation here so it can be clear for you. Okay, Hillary. Let's see. Hillary, can you see the slide now? Can you see it now?
No, pero voy a intentar reiniciarla.
Okay, okay. All right, so here we have the use of can and could for request and permission. We're going to skip that part. Okay, so we have two definitions here. Making a request, which is asking or telling someone to do something, right? And then we have the use of asking for permission, which is asking someone to let you do something or to be allowed. Okay, so it is important for you to know these two definitions to identify when to make a request or when to make an offer or if it is a permission, right? Okay, so when you're making a request, when you're going to ask your friend, remember you're going to use can because that is more informal. Like this question we have in here. Like, can you close the window? So you would ask this kind of question to a friend. But if it is someone that you don't know, you're going to use could. Like, could you give me a ride to work? Sorry, on Monday? So in that part, that is like more formal because you don't know the person, all right? Okay, then for permission, again, remember that can is more informal. For example, can I use your phone? Or formal, could I use your bathroom, please? So, okay, so you can see that the meaning is the same. I mean, the meaning as a permission itself, it is the same, but in one situation it is more informal, and in the other situation is more formal. Okay, then for can. Okay, you're going to ask for or to give permission. Can't, remember, is to refuse the permission. Then for the use of could, it says it is not going to be used to give or refuse permission. So asking for permission is more natural than in giving it. Okay, so we can here we can see the examples. For can, you're going to say, "Can I have some more cake?" Okay, if the answer is positive, you say yes, you can. And if it is negative, you say no, I'm afraid you can't. All right. If you're going to ask that in a polite way, you're going to say, "Could I ask you something?" And then you say, "Of course you can." Okay. You can see here that the answer is not with could. All right. You answer with can. If someone asks you something with could, okay, the answer, if it is either if it is positive or negative, you're gonna answer with can. You're not gonna say, "Of course you could," because that would be incorrect. Okay, so you're gonna use can. Okay, so can, you're gonna use it with friends and family, somebody you know well. And then for could, you're gonna use it to talk with people that you don't know very well. When some respect is needed. So the use of politeness expressions such as please, excuse me. So when you have to use all these kinds of expressions, okay, remember to use could. All right. So we have here several questions. So you're going to tell me if it is a request or permission. So what about the first one? It says, "Can I wear your blouse tonight?" What is that, guys? A request or permission? Anyone?
Permission.
Very good. Yeah. hmm Okay, that is permission.
Permission.
Uh-huh. Then in part B, can you bring me those books over there? Is that a request or permission?
Request.
Request.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's request. And then part C we have, can Sally go out and play with me, Mrs. Smith?
Permission.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, that will be permission. Then could you give me a lift home?
Permission.
That will be a request. Okay, then we have, can Marion stay out until 12 tonight?
Permission.
hmm That will be a permission. And F, excuse me, could you close the window, please? Okay, that will be a request. All right. Okay, then we have, you are at the check-in desk at the airport So, okay, question for this one. Can I take this back on the plane? Okay, you want to borrow $10 from a friend. So the question will be, can you lend me $10? And you are at the train station and you want to know the time of the next train to London. So in that one, you are gonna use could because it's someone that you don't know. So could you tell me the time of the next train to London, please? Okay, as you can see here, it is more polite. That's why you're using could. All right. We're gonna skip that part. Okay, guys, do you have any question about the use of can, could, may, will, or would? Questions?
No, teacher.
All right. So now, okay, we're gonna continue. Okay, now on the same page, page 51, we're gonna do the listening part. It says listen to 5 short announcements and answer the questions. So we have the questions. It says, where do passengers on flight R217 to Calgary need to go? Number 2, what is happening soon? Number 3, what should the passengers do with their carry-on? 4, why can't the plane land? And 5, has the plane landed or taken off? Okay, guys, if you don't know any of the vocabulary in the questions, let me know so I can continue with the listening. Okay, is that all right for you? All right, so I'm gonna play the listening part. Let's see.
Five. Listening. Listen to 5 short announcements and answer the questions. 1.
This is a final boarding call for passengers on flight R217 to Calgary. Would passengers on this flight please proceed to gate?
Guys, let me know if you listen to it. Are you listening?
No.
No.
Yes, I listen.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna play it again.
5. Listening. Listen to 5 short announcements and answer the questions.
Do you listen now?
No, I can't listen.
Okay, let me share it again.
Five. Listening. Listen to 5 short announcements and answer the questions.
Can you listen?
1.
This is a final boarding call for passengers on flight R217 to Calgary. Would passengers on this flight
No,
please
teacher.
proceed to gate?
No. Let me share it here. Okay, just a moment.
Profe, se escucha, pero muy, muy, muy bajo, digamos. Súper.
Okay.
Es como si usted lo estuviera escuchando de algo aparte o algo así. Se
Okay,
escucha muy
okay.
bajito.
5. Listening. Listen to 5 short announcements and answer the questions. 1.
Guys, can you listen now?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
boarding call for passengers on flight R217 to Calgary. Would passengers on this flight please proceed to gate 14?
2.
Your attention, please. Check-in for Flight 2110 to Paris is closing. Passengers who have not checked in for this flight, please proceed to the check-in desk.
3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, please put your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. Also, make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full upright position. Please ask the cabin crew if you need any help. Thank you.
4.
This is your captain speaking. I'm sorry to say that we can't land at our destination because there is a heavy snowstorm. We are currently searching for an airport to land at. Again, I am very sorry for the inconvenience.
5.
This is your captain again. Let me be the first to welcome you to Frankfurt. The local time is 9:45 a.m. and the temperature is a cool 59 degrees. I hope you enjoyed your flight, and if you are connecting to another flight, please pay attention to the TV monitors in the terminal building for your gate number.
Okay, do you need to listen again?
5. Listening. Listen
Guys?
Yes.
All right.
to 5 short announcements and answer the questions. 1.
Yes, please.
This is a final boarding call for passengers on flight R217 to Calgary. Would passengers on this flight please proceed to gate 14?
2.
Your attention, please. Check-in for Flight 2110 to Paris is closing. Passengers who have not checked in for this flight, please proceed to the check-in desk.
3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you haven't already done so, please put your carry-on luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. Also, make sure your seat back and folding trays are in their full upright position. Please ask the cabin crew if you need any help. Thank you.
4.
This is your captain speaking. I'm sorry to say that we can't land at our destination because there is a heavy snowstorm. We are currently searching for an airport to land at. Again, I am very sorry for the inconvenience.
5.
This is your captain again. Let me be the first to welcome you to Frankfurt. The local time is 9:45 a.m. and the temperature is a cool 59 degrees. I hope you enjoyed your flight, and if you are connecting to another flight, please pay attention to the TV monitors in the terminal building for your gate number.
Okay. Do you need to listen
5.
again?
Listening.
Or it's okay?
No, it's okay.
All right. So let's check the answers. Okay, I'm gonna play the slide here. All right. Okay, so for question number 1, it says, where do passengers on flight R217 to Calgary need to go? Okay, do you have the answer?
In gate 14.
Excellent. Yeah, to gate 14. Question number 2. What is happening soon?
The flight is closed.
Excellent. Yeah. The check-in for flight 2110 to Paris is closing. Very good. Then for number 3, what should the passengers do with their carry-on?
In front of them.
Uh-huh. Okay, they should put it underneath the seat in front of them or in an overhead compartment. All right. Then 4, why can't the plane land?
Heavy snowstorm.
Excellent. Because there is a heavy snowstorm. Very good. And number 5, has the plane landed or taken off?
Landed.
Uh-huh. Okay, the plane has landed. Excellent. So there you have the answers on the next slide. Okay, to gate 14, the check-in for flight 2110 to Paris is closing. They should put it underneath the seat or in front of them or in an overhead compartment. 4, because there is a heavy snowstorm. And 5, the plane has landed. All right. So after this part, okay, we're gonna do a role play. Okay. I'm gonna make the pairs here. Okay, I'm gonna write it on the board. So Alejandra, let's see. Okay, Alejandra is going to be with Julian. Danisa with Eleodora. Gerson and Carlos. Judith and Catherine. Marilyn and Valeria. Jocelyn and Jasmine. And Hilary is going to be with Jocelyn and Jasmine.
¿Yo con quién, teacher?
Hilary with Jocelyn and Jasmine.
Okay.
Okay, let me know if there is another person who is missing.
Teacher, I don't think you said my name.
Emmanuel. Is it Emmanuel?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's because you forgot to write your name, so I didn't know who you were. Okay, so again, well, Hillary is going to be with Emmanuel.
Or
Okay, so Jocelyn and Jasmine, Hillary and Emmanuel. So, guys, as you can see on the slide, okay, which is on page 51 as well, it says talking groups of three using the idea in the boxes. Okay. All right. Let's do it in groups of three. Much better. Gonna be faster. Okay. Forget about the pairs that I just did. So it's gonna be Alejandra, Julian, and Danisa. Okay. Eleodora, Gerson, and Carlos. Judith, Catherine, and Marilyn. Valeria, Jocelyn, and Jasmine. And then let's do it like this. There's gonna be one group of four people. So Hillary, Jocelyn, Jasmine, and Emmanuel. Okay, so it says there are going to be three situations. Okay, student A, you're a check-in agent at the airport. Student B and C, you're tourists checking in luggage. So these are some of the
Teacher,
questions that you. Yes,
I don't have partners.
Valeria. Okay. Okay, Valeria, you're going to be with um. Okay, you're going to be. Yeah, you have a group. Valeria,
But
Jocelyn, and Jasmine.
you say Emmanuel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say it again. Okay, there are going to be groups of three people: Alejandra, Julian, and Danisa. One group. Eleodora, Gerson, and Carlos. Second group. Judith, Catherine, and Marilyn. Third group. Valeria, Jocelyn, and Jasmine. Fourth group. And Hillary, Jocelyn, Jasmine. All right, Jasmine is repeated. I have a mess here. So, Valeria, Jocelyn, Jasmine. Let's see. Hillary. Well, Hillary and Emmanuel. You're gonna be a group of, well, a pair. Okay. So, Valeria, Jocelyn, and Jasmine. Hillary and Emmanuel. Okay, you got it, guys? All right, so guys, as I was telling you before, on page 51, you have three situations. So you're going to choose one situation and you're going to ask the question that you have below. For example, in situation number one, you have the verb see and passport. So you have to ask a question with that one. Have a aisle or window seats, put luggage, conveyor belt, check in this bag, show me carry on, take laptop on plane, go gate. Remember, these are words. You have to create the questions in for one of the situations that you choose. Okay, you have any question? Let me know.
Teacher, can you repeat this, please? I don't listening.
Do you listen to me now?
The instructions. Yes.
Okay. Do you have the book with you?
Yes.
All right. So on page 51, it says, talking group of 3 using the ideas in the boxes. So we have 1, 2, and 3. You're going to choose one of the 3 situations. You're going to choose one. And for each situation, there have the instructions. For example, in number 1, it says, student A, you're a check-in agent at the airport. Students B and C, you're tourists checking in luggage. Okay, below, you have the questions, right? The questions that you're gonna use for that part. And I mean, you have to create the questions because here you only have the words. For example, where it says see passports, okay? So I don't know, you can ask, let's see. Okay, you can see like, could I see your passports, please? Remember, use can or could. In this case, could because that is a formal situation. So you can say like, could I see your passports, please? Could I have an window seat or aisle? Okay, in the second question. Remember to use could or would, can, okay, depending on the situation. Okay, you got it?
Yes.
All
Thanks.
right. Okay. So 15 minutes for this part.
Only one situation, right?
Yeah, only one situation. Only one. Okay, guys, almost ready? Ready, guys? No yet? Okay, 5 more minutes. Let's hurry up.
Teacher, nosotros ya.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Ah, es- um, Hi, can I see your password? Passports?
Yes, here you have.
Thanks.
Can I sit next to the window?
Yes, of course. May I change your bag, please?
Sure.
Alright. Everything looks fine. You can go ahead and board the plane.
Thanks, but can someone help me carry the bag and show me the way? Because it's my first time in the airport.
Oh, yes, of course. Let me call someone to help you out.
Thanks, I really appreciate it.
Anything else? No, welcome.
Can I use my laptop on the plane?
Yes, you can once you're in there. That's it.
Thanks. Which gate did you tell me to go?
Gate is 7, miss.
Thanks. Have a good day.
You too. Have a nice day.
Okay, way to go. Excellent, guys. Thank you for sharing your situation. Very good. Okay, is there any other person or well, people who are ready? Okay, guys, just 5 more minutes because we have to hurry up.
T-shirt.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Julián and Alejandra.
Yes.
Yes. Good morning. Could I see your boarding pass?
Good morning. Yes, you can.
Oh, sure.
Okay, thank you. Let me check. Okay, everything is okay. Could you please put your seatbelt on?
Yes, we can.
Ready. I already have it on.
Thank you. And could you carry on your luggage overhead compartment, please?
Of course, of course, I will take mine and my partner's.
Thanks, Alejandra.
Okay, ready. And now may I help you with something?
I need to borrow a newspaper. Could you lend it to me?
And I need a glass of water, please.
Of course, I will bring it to you now. Something else?
Thanks. I have a question. Can I use it my laptop?
Oh yes, you can use it now.
And I do not need anything else. Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, I will be right back.
Okay, thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Okay, guys, excellent job. Thank you. Very good.
Thank you, teacher.
All right, so let's continue with the other groups. Okay, Valeria, Jocelyn, Jasmine, Judith, Catherine, Eleodora, Gerson, Carlos, you ready? Ready, guys?
Teacher,
Yes?
we are ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Good morning. Could you show your passports, please?
Good morning. Yes, of course.
Good morning. Of course.
Could you show me your tickets to see if your tickets are window or facing sets?
Yes, here it is.
Here it is.
Thank you. I see you have luggage. Can you put in on the conveyor belt?
For sure, I can.
Yes.
No, I have to check your luggage. Can you show me your bags, please?
Of course, I can. Let me check my pulse. Oh, here it is.
Yes, it is this. Could I use the laptop on the plane?
Of course, you could. Use your laptops and make yourself comfortable.
Cool.
I'm sorry. Do you have some book?
At this point, I don't have any. I am very sorry.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you anyway.
Perfect, girls. You must now proceed to get that. Then enjoy the ride.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good trip.
Okay, excellent, girls. Way to go. Thank you for sharing. So now missing two more groups. Eleodora, Gerson, and Carlos, and Valeria, Jocelyn, and Jasmine. Okay, almost ready, guys?
Teacher, we are ready.
Okay, excellent. Go ahead.
Eleodora, Harrison.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good morning. Could I see your passport, please?
Of course, take it.
Short hair, it is.
Perfect. Let me check.
I think my seat is the window.
Okay, that's great. And you? Do you have an ice field or window seat?
Um, yes, it could be a window seat. Excuse me, sir. Can I use my laptop in the plane?
Yes, of course. No problem with that.
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Please put luggage on the conveyor belt. It's a simple revision.
All right, okay. And on the plane, could I put luggage and close to me?
No, the luggage go on another part.
Oh man, I don't understand. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
That's all. Enjoy your travel.
Thanks, see you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
excellent, guys. Thank you for sharing. Very good. Okay, so now the last group, Valeria, Jocelyn, and Jasmine. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Hmm. Okay, so good morning. There's been an issue with some passengers, so there are some seats available in first class. Would you like to change seats?
Yeah, right. Will be great.
Yes. Thank you.
Mm, wait.
Yeah, right. Will be great.
Okay. If there's anything you want, please tell me.
I would like to have some of that strawberry cake.
Could you bring me some water, please?
Of course, in a minute. Also, could you please adjust your seatbelts? Thank you.
Excellent. In a moment.
Of course.
Enjoy your flight.
Thank,
Thank you.
thank you, thank you for the for attention.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Okay, very good, girls. Thank you for sharing. Excellent. All right, so we're gonna continue with the class. There is just one word that I would like to share with you on the chat. I'm gonna post it right now. Okay, it's this word. Remember, this word it has an S in the middle, but when you pronounce this word, the S is silent, right? So the pronunciation will be aisle, and the final E is also silent. So when you pronounce it, the S and the final E is not pronounced; they are silent. So we say aisle, aisle, right? Okay, so let's continue. I don't know if you have a question. No questions? All right. So we're going to go to page 53, okay, where it says vocabulary. Okay, we have here, it says, look at the nouns below from the text. What other kinds of trip can you think of? So in this case, we have a road trip, business trip. Can you think of other kinds of trips, guys?
Sorry, teacher, what is the page?
Page 53. Okay, where it says number 2 vocabulary.
Okay, ready. Thank you.
Okay. So we have road trip, business trip. Can you think any other kind of trips?
For a competition.
Competition trip. Excellent.
Vacation trip.
Vacation trip. Also, we have camping trip, rail trip, train trip, boat trip, day trip, school trip, field trip. Okay. So you just have to add a word before trip, and then that is like a kind of trip, right? So, so the ones that we just mentioned before is a compound noun. So a compound noun, as it says here, is a combination of two nouns that function as one word. The first noun defines the second one. Okay, for example, here, bus stop, it means a stop for buses. So, as the previous example, for example, I don't know, camping trip. So, it's a trip for camping, right? It's a compound word, a noun, sorry. So, it's a combination again of two nouns that function as one word. Okay, we're gonna continue here. There you have part C. So on your book, on page 53, you're gonna match the nouns on the left with the nouns on the right to make compound nouns. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes because it is very easy. So 3 minutes for this part. So we have tourist, travel, ski, train, souvenir, and tour. So let's match them with the correct compound noun. All right, guys, let's check. So for number one, tourist. What is the correct match for tourist? Tourist what?
Address.
Guide.
Well, could be tourist guide, but in this case, okay, would be for tourist destination. Then for travel,
Sí.
travel agency. Then for number 3, ski,
Resort.
resort. Number 4, train,
Station.
Station.
station. hmm Number 5, souvenir.
Shopping.
Shopping.
Shopping, excellent. And number 6, tour.
Station.
It's a match. For number 6, remember it's on page 53. It's a match, part C. Number 6 will be tour
Guide.
guide. Yeah, excellent. Tour guide. So there you have the correct match. Okay, for you to check. Okay, guys, any question in this part? Questions?
No.
No questions? Okay, let's continue. Okay, the next part, which is also about grammar, it's we're gonna learn about the use of should and had better. It says, read examples are the statements from 1 to 6 below true or false. Well, they are already here. Okay, well, they are already with the answer, so we don't have anything to do. So we have the examples. It says, I think you should book your vacation at the local travel agency. Then we have, you had better see a doctor about your headaches. You shouldn't drink so much caffeine, it's bad for you. You can borrow my car, but you had better not crash it. So for number 1, it says, should and had better are followed by to plus the base form. Okay, as you could see in the previous examples, that is completely wrong, right? You would never write 2 plus base form after should or had better. Remember, because they are models, and models are just followed by the base form. Okay, so for example, in the first sentence, it says, "I think you should book." Book is the base form of the verb. As you can see, there is not to plus the base form, just the verb itself, normal, right, without any other conjugation. So of course that will be false. Then number 2, we should and had better to give advice. That's true. Okay, as you can see in the examples, they are giving advice. For example, you had better see a doctor about your headaches. So that is an advice, piece of advice. And then you shouldn't drink so much caffeine. So that's an advice through. Then number 3, it says should and had better refer to the past. Okay, so that is false. Okay, so that will be in the present time, right? It is not referring to the past. Then number 4, the negative form of should and had better is formed by adding not. Okay, so that is true. If you want to make it one of them negative, you just add not. All right. Then the number 5, we use should and had better to give our opinion or make a suggestion. Okay, that's true. Okay, we can use both models to make an opinion or making a suggestion. And 6, had better can sometimes imply a warning. Okay, that is true. For example, in the last sentence in the chart, it says, you can borrow my car, but you had better not crash it. So if you read it like that, it looks like a warning. Okay, like you had better not crash it. So, okay, so it's warning the person not to crash the car. Right? So we use should or shouldn't plus the base form of the verb to ask for and give advice. For example, what should I do? Or should I see a doctor? Okay, so you're asking for advice or giving advice. You can also express an opinion, like, I think she should tell her mother about it. Okay, so if it says I think, that's an opinion because it's what the person is thinking, right? And it is he or she is using should. Then also to make a suggestion, we should go to the park. It's a beautiful day. So the person is just making a suggestion in this part. Then it says should or shouldn't plus the base form of the verb refers to the present or the future. Remember, never to the past. Then we have the use of had better. We use had better plus base form of the verb to give a strong advice. So remember, it is a strong advice. It often expresses threat or warning. Guys, do you know what is the meaning of threat? You know what is threat? What's a threat?
Amenaza.
Uh-huh. Excellent. So it often expresses threat or warning, and it's stronger than should. I mean, both of them, the meaning is the same. The only difference is that had better is stronger, and it refers to the present or future, not the past. Its negative form is had better not. In spoken English, the short form is commonly used, as you can see there in parentheses, I'd better or you'd better. So that will be like the contraction form, like the examples we have below. You'd better ask a doctor about it, or you'd better not lie to me again. So one it's like suggestion, and the other one is like a warning, like you had better not lie to me again. All right. So now we're gonna do a listening part. So we have a discussion here. It says, "Do you find packing for a trip stressful?" Okay, guys, when you're doing a trip to a place that you would like to go, do you find it when you're packing, is that stressful for you?
No, it
No.
isn't. No.
What about the rest? Do you find it stressful
Yes.
somehow? Okay. Then it says the second question. How do you decide what to take and what not to take with you? For example, if you're going to go to a long trip, maybe to another country, and you think, well, I have to just carry the necessary things, but what are these necessary things to carry with me? Okay, so what do I have to take with me and what not to take with me? So how, guys, how do you decide that?
Well, it depends that how long I will be out.
Okay, let's see, like a month. So how would you decide?
Clothes,
Hmm.
clothes, and personal stuff, car.
Okay, all right. So just the principal things, like the most important things for you. All right. Okay, guys, let me know if you have questions related to had better and should. Any question? It is very easy to use. Questions? Yes? No?
No.
No? All right. Okay, so we're going to continue with listening. It says, listen to a radio show about packing. Which of the following are mentioned? Okay, so let me know if you can listen to the audio.
4. Listening.
Can you listen?
Yes.
Yes, all right.
B. Listen to a radio show about packing. Which of the following are mentioned?
Welcome back. Summer is almost here, and that means it's time for a vacation. But before you go, there's that eternal problem you need to deal with. What to take? What not to take? How much to take? It can be pretty stressful, but don't worry. Carrie is here to give you a few tips.
Hi, Steve.
So, what's the first thing to think about?
Well, let's start with things you shouldn't pack. Airlines lose about 40 million suitcases every year, so you'd better not put valuable things like expensive jewelry into luggage you are going to check in.
Yes, I try to avoid doing that. Anything else we shouldn't take with us?
Well, most countries don't let you enter with fruit and vegetables, and in fact, most uncooked food. But some countries have strange rules about what you can't enter with. For example, in Singapore, you're not allowed to bring chewing gum into the country.
Really? Why's that?
Well, they're trying to stop people from sticking gum in public places. They like to stay clean in Singapore. But my point is, do some research about the country you're visiting before you leave.
Okay, now, let's get more practical. Whenever I travel, my main problem is trying to pack light.
You're not alone, and it's not always an easy thing to do. A good idea is to call the hotel or friend you're staying with before you leave and ask if they have a hairdryer, towels. Anything that you can leave behind is going to help you travel light.
That's good advice. I always want to know whether the hotel has an iron or not.
Also, you'd better have a good idea of what the weather is like at your destination. That way you can avoid taking clothing you don't need at all. You should try to avoid just-in-case clothes, which you're never going to wear. Also, try to wear your heaviest shoes and coat while you're traveling so that you don't need to pack them in your suitcase.
More good advice. Thanks, Carrie. Now, let's talk about...
All right, guys, do you need to listen again?
No.
No. What about the rest? No? All right. Guys, which items were mentioned in the audio?
Jewelry, chewing
Towels,
Yes.
shoes,
Uh-huh.
jewelry,
Uh-huh. Good.
chewing gum,
Hmm.
an item.
An iron. Excellent. So there you have the check items that were mentioned on the listening part. All right. Now the part C. Okay, it says listen again and answer the questions. So the questions that we have, it says, how many suitcases do airlines lose every year, sorry? Where shouldn't you put available items? What can you take with you to Singapore? Where should you call before you leave? What should you wear while you're traveling? Okay, so you're gonna listen again, the listening part, and answer the following questions. All right.
4. Listen. 4. Listening. B. Listen to a radio show about packing. Which of the following are mentioned?
Welcome back. Summer is almost here, and that means it's time for a vacation. But before you go, there's that eternal problem you need to deal with. What to take? What not to take? How much to take? It can be pretty stressful, but don't worry. Carrie is here to give you a few tips.
Hi, Steve.
So, what's the first thing to think about?
Well, let's start with things you shouldn't pack. Airlines lose about 40 million suitcases every year, so you'd better not put valuable things like expensive jewelry into luggage you are going to check in.
Yes, I try to avoid doing that. Anything else we shouldn't take with us?
Well, most countries don't let you enter with fruit and vegetables, and in fact, most uncooked food.
But some countries have strange rules about what you can't enter with. For example, in Singapore, you're not allowed to bring chewing gum into the country.
Really? Why's that?
Well, they're trying to stop people from sticking gum in public places. They like to stay clean in Singapore. But my point is, do some research about the country you're visiting before you leave.
Okay, now, let's get more practical. Whenever I travel, my main problem is trying to pack light.
You're not alone, and it's not always an easy thing to do. A good idea is to call the hotel or friend you're staying with before you leave and ask if they have a hairdryer, towels. Anything that you can leave behind is going to help you travel light.
That's good advice. I always want to know whether the hotel has an iron or not.
Also, you'd better have a good idea of what the weather is like at your destination. That way you can avoid taking clothing you don't need at all. You should try to avoid just-in-case clothes, which you're never going to wear. Also, try to wear your heaviest shoes and coat while you're traveling so that you don't need to pack them in your suitcase.
More good advice. Thanks, Carrie. Now, let's talk about...
All right. So for question number 1, how many suitcases do airlines lose every year? Any idea?
14 million.
Yeah, correct. 40 million. Then question number 2, where shouldn't you put valuable items?
In your I'm sorry, in your suitcase.
Excellent. Very good. Number 3, what can you take with you to Singapore?
Chewing gum.
Chewing gum, correct. Number 4, where should you call before you leave?
To hotel.
Good. Then number 5, what should you wear while you're traveling? Any idea?
Your most comfy shoes.
All right. Yeah. Or the heaviest shoes and coat. So you avoid having too much weight on your luggage. So there you have the answers. So number 1, how many suitcases do airlines lose every year? About 40 million. Number 2, where shouldn't you put valuable items in or into luggage, or as you said before, a suitcase you're going to check in. Number 3, what can't you take with you to Singapore? Chewing gum. 4, where should you call before you leave? The hotel or friend you're staying with. Number 5, what should you wear while you're traveling? Your heaviest shoes and coat. All right. So now we're gonna do another speaking activity. This time is gonna be in pairs. It says, student A, imagine that this is the first time you're going to visit a friend, which is going to be student B, who lives in another country or city. So you're gonna call him or call her, asking about the following. Okay, like what's the weather like? What should I pack? If I bring warm clothes, what should I do while being there? Should I visit museums or anything else? Then, student B, imagine that your friend, which is the student A, who lives in another city, country, is going to visit you for the first time. He or she calls you to ask for advice. Answer his or her questions, give advice, and make suggestions. And below we have some examples. It says like, I have great news. I'm coming next week. Really? I can't wait. Listen, I have some questions for you. What's the weather like at this time of the year? Then you answer, what's the weather like in that time of the year? So what should I pack? You should definitely bring, or you had better not forget, and you mention the things that that person can bring. and then you answer the rest of the questions. So I'm gonna write here in the chat the pairs. Let's see. So Catherine is going to be with, let's see, with Alejandra. Jasmine with Julian. Kevin and Danisa. Eleodora and Emmanuel. Jocelyn and Herson. Carlos and Judith. Marilyn and Valeria. Okay, guys, 10 minutes for this part. Okay, then we check. Okay, very fast because this is like very easy. Like, don't plan too much. Just ask and answer the questions. Okay, guys, almost ready? Almost ready? All right, let's hurry up, guys.
Teacher,
Yes?
ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Catherine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hi, I am going to visit you and I want to ask you some questions.
Hi, of course, go ahead.
Do you think I should bring warm clothes?
Yes, I think it will be great idea.
Okay, and tell me, what activities can be done in your city?
You can go to the ice skating and then go to the museum. Is okay for you?
I think it's great. Both activities are interesting. Thank you for your help. See you soon.
See you soon.
All right, excellent. Way to go. Good. So, who would be the next ones? Next pair.
Teacher, we're ready.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
Anissa.
Okay, I'm ready. Hello, Kyrie. Kevin, I am very excited to visit you in Italy. What's the weather like?
Hi, Denisa. I am glad that you're coming. You should bring some hoodies. It's freezing over here.
Oh, I don't have a lot of work clothes. I need to buy.
You could get some right here. We have a bunch of clothing stores.
Great. I want to know places. What museums will visit?
We could go to the Uffizi Gallery or the Galleria dell'Accademia. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Here in Florence.
Great. I exciting. See you soon, Kevin.
Bye.
Okay, very good, guys. Excellent. Okay, thank you for sharing. Who will be the next ones?
We will be the next ones. Eleanor and I.
Excellent. Go ahead.
Eleanor? Um,
Okay, Eleodora, ready?
Yes,
Okay, go ahead.
I am good. What is as to a your country net with?
really? What amazing news!
Yes, May.
Eh,
Yes, May is hats wash and lead he was it off and nets whips.
um, oh, here's pretty cold items. No, so why do you bring a jacket and a scarf or something?
I read at what it and nets as to pack hay recomendaciones.
I don't know. Maybe you can bring some warm clothes, like a scarf, something like that.
I read
What do you wanna do while you're here?
I, I not I not with done will visit some museum.
Of course. Anything else you have in mind?
I may a you can su may and city hit city.
Of course. Hope to see you soon. Then, see ya.
Me too. Bye.
That's it, teacher.
Okay, good. Thank you for sharing. Okay, who will be the next one?
Teacher,
Uh-huh.
Really good.
Okay, Judith and Carlos. All right.
Yes.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir. Hello, Judith. I have new grades. I'm coming next month.
Really? It's great.
But I have some questions for you.
Tell me,
What's the weather like at that time of year?
it is very hot, but it rains in the afternoon.
Okay, I understand. What should I pack?
You can bring summer clothes and an umbrella. It's very strange.
Okay, I must buy an umbrella. Can I visit museums near there?
Unfortunately, there is not, so you can't.
Oh, that's a bad news. But it's okay. We can visit another place.
Yes, we can go to the beach.
Really? That sounds great. I can't wait.
Sure, see you soon.
See you.
Okay, very good. Thank you for sharing. All right. So who will be the next one?
Teacher, we are ready.
All right. Go ahead.
Jasmine?
Tip.
Okay. Hey, yes, I'm coming next month.
Oh, hi, that's great.
Yeah, but I have a little question. What should I pack?
Oh, you definitely have to bring a coat. It's freezing these days.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for the advice. What attractions do we should visit there?
There's a zoo nearby that opened recently. We should go check it out.
Oh, sounds great. Anything else?
Just remember to bring warm clothes and you should be fine.
Excellent. I will remember. See you soon, Jess. Goodbye.
Okay, see ya.
Okay, way to go. Excellent. Thank you for sharing, guys. Okay, next.
Nosotros, teacher.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, friend. Nice to hear you.
Hi, Valeria. Me too.
I would like to know what is the weather like this at this time.
The weather is really sunny and it's amazing.
Okay, I almost packed warm clothes. What shall I pack?
I saw his. You pack cool, comfortable clothes so they don't take up too much space in your bag.
Okay, thank you. What we do while we there?
While you are here, we can do different things like to the beach or visit place to walk.
Okay, I can see you the next week.
Okay, see you.
Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Very good, girls. Okay, so who will be the next one?
Wait, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
Jocelyn. Ah, teacher, dice Jocelyn que se le da un momento.
All right.
Listo.
Okay.
So, hello, Jocelyn. Guess what?
Hello, what happened?
I will visit you the next week if you want.
Very good. Come make me company.
Oh, good. But what shall I pack? I mean, what kind of clothes?
Here it is cold, so bring warm clothes and tennis.
Okay, understand. And else?
Also bring an umbrella in case it rains.
Okay, see you the next week.
Excellent. We will take a walk in the woods near my house. See you soon.
See you, bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Thank you for sharing. I think all of you have participated, right? Who is missing? Catherine, Alejandro, you already did it. Jasmine and Julian. Kevin and Danise, did you already participate?
Yes, we already did it.
All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna share with you some feedback for the pronunciation of some of the words. So it's gonna be available on the chat. I'm gonna post it now. Okay, so the first word is recommendation. Okay, remember the pronunciation, recommendation. Uh, then also, guys, try to take into account not to read that much because it affects fluency, right? And it is important when you talk in English, when you speak in English, fluency. And when you read, fluency disappears, right? Because when you read word by word, and it's gonna be difficult. Then the next word for pronunciation will be visit. Remember the stress is in V. Visit. No visit. Visit. The next word is museum. Museum. Okay. The next one, great. Great. Then we have weather. Weather. The next word it's unfortunately. Unfortunately. Then we have, remember the next word is not comfortable, it is comfortable. Comfortable. The R, it's not pronounced, so you said comfortable. Then we have the next word, the L is silent, so you say should. And the last one, the L is also silent, so you say walk. Walk. No walk. Walk. The L is not pronounced. Walk. All right. So we're going to continue on page 54. We're going to do the listening part. 54, where it says number 2, listening. It says someone is calling a travel agency and is listening to a recorded message. Listen and check the topics that are mentioned. So we have several words here or several topics that are going to be mentioned in the listening part. Some of them are not mentioned, so you're just going to check the ones that are mentioned. So we have prices, weather, sightseeing, modes of transportation, food, hotels, time schedule. All right, so I'm going to share with you the audio. Let me know if it works.
5D. 2.
Do you listen to it?
Yes.
All right.
Listening. A. Someone is calling a travel agency and is listening to a recorded message. Listen and check the topics that are mentioned.
Northern Africa Travel. If you would like information about our day trips to Morocco, press 1. For our cruises to Tunisia, press 2. For other destinations, press 3. We organize day trips to Tangier, Morocco every week. The trip starts with the drive from the Costa del Sol to the town of Tarifa. at the southern tip of Spain. From there, you travel by high-speed ferry across the Strait of Gibraltar to Morocco. The journey continues on a bus to the beautiful city of Tangier. Our walking tour begins at the main gate entrance into the Medina, the old city. One of the main attractions is the Kasbah. You can also visit a 17th century palace, which today is a museum. There are also souks or markets where you can get some souvenirs to take home. Then, we stop for lunch at a traditional Moroccan restaurant where you can taste some delicious dishes and some traditional mint tea. The trip continues with a visit to the impressive Cave of Hercules, about 9 miles outside the city, and to the white sand dunes. Here you have time to explore, take pictures, and the more adventurous can even ride a camel. We finally say our goodbyes over dinner and begin our trip home. Prices start at €60 for adults and €40 for children and students. For families or groups of 5 or more, the price is €50 for adults and 30 for children and students. To book tickets, please wait on the line for the next available agent.
Okay, guys, do you need to listen again? Yes or no? Guys?
Yes.
Yes? All right. Remember, it's the topics that you have to check, right? So make sure they mention the topics. Well, like for example, if they are talking about buses and planes, you know that those are the modes of transportations and things like that.
5D. 2. Listening. A. Someone is calling a travel agency and is listening to a recorded message. Listen and check the topics that are mentioned.
Northern Africa travel. If you would like information about our day trips to Morocco, press 1. For our cruises to Tunisia, press 2. For other destinations, press 3. We organize day trips to Tangier, Morocco every week. The trip starts with a drive from the Costa del Sol to the town of Tarifa at the southern tip of Spain. From there, you travel by high-speed ferry across the Strait of Gibraltar to Morocco. The journey continues on a bus to the beautiful city of Tangier. Our walking tour begins at the main gate entrance into the Medina, the old city. One of the main attractions is the Kasbah. You can also visit a 17th century palace, which today is a museum. There are also souks or markets where you can get some souvenirs to take home. Then, we stop for lunch at a traditional Moroccan restaurant where you can taste some delicious dishes and some traditional mint tea. The trip continues with a visit to the impressive Cave of Hercules, about 9 miles outside the city, and to the white sand dunes. Here you have time to explore, take pictures, and the more adventurous can even ride a camel. We finally say our goodbyes over dinner and begin our trip home. Prices start at €60 for adults and €40 for children and students. For families or groups of 5 or more, the price is €50 for adults and 30 for children and students. To book tickets, please wait on the line for the next available agent.
Okay, all right. So tell me which are the topics that were mentioned in the listening.
Prices,
Mm-hmm.
Modes of
hotels,
Uh-huh.
time schedule, food, and modes of transportation.
Okay, all right. Okay, as you have in there, so as you said, prices, sightseeing, food, modes of transportation. All right. So now, part B, it says, listen again and answer the questions. Choose A, B, or C. For the first question, it says, which destination does the person calling want information about? If it is
Mo-
Costa del Sol, Morocco, or Tunisia.
Morocco.
All right, yeah, that's correct. And number two, what does the day trip include? Breakfast and dinner, lunch and dinner, or only lunch?
I think it is lunch and
B.
dinner.
Uh-huh, B, lunch and dinner. Excellent. Then for number 3, what can tourists do in the old city?
A.
They
A. They can visit a traditional market. And 4, how much does each member of a group of 5 students have to pay?
50 for adults and 30 for kids. I
Okay, so
think.
30 euros, right? Okay, so there you have the answers. Okay, for each one, number 1, Morocco. Number 2, lunch and dinner. 3, they can visit a traditional market. And 4, 30 euros. All right. So we're gonna skip the speaking part, and we're gonna watch a video clip. And well, before watching the video clip, I want you to see these statements. So it says, well, the man is traveling to Warsaw to visit his daughter. Okay, you have to tell me if it is true or false once you watch the video. The check-in agent gave the man his boarding pass. The check-in agent doesn't know if there is going to be a delay. The man will find out the gate number later. The man put some clothes from his suitcase in his carry-on. All right. So we're gonna watch first the clip.
Good afternoon. Where are you flying to?
Warsaw. I'm going to visit my daughter.
That's nice. May I see your passport, please?
Yes, I have a printout of my boarding pass too.
Great, thank you.
Could I ask you something?
Sure.
Is there going to be a delay?
No, it's running on time.
Great. Do you know the gate number?
It's a bit early to tell you, so you should check the TV monitors.
Oh, okay. Could I have a window seat?
Sure, I can arrange that for you. Do you have any luggage to check in?
Yes, I have this suitcase.
I'm afraid it's too heavy.
Really? What can I do then?
Maybe you can put some things in your carry-on.
I hadn't thought of that. Maybe not. Don't worry, I have an idea. Is that better?
I'm afraid not.
Okay, let's see what else I can do. What about now?
That's fine. Here's your passport.
Thanks.
Have a nice flight.
All right. So based on the clip, okay, so tell me, the man is traveling to Warsaw to visit his daughter. Tell me you need to watch it again. Would you like to watch it again?
Yes.
All right.
Good afternoon. Where are you flying to?
Warsaw. I'm going to visit my daughter.
That's nice. May I see your passport, please?
Yes, I have a printout of my boarding pass too.
Great, thank you.
Could I ask you something?
Sure.
Is there going to be a delay?
No, it's running on time.
Great. Do you know the gate number?
It's a bit early to tell you, so you should check the TV monitors.
Oh, okay. Could I have a window seat?
Sure, I can arrange that for you. Do you have any luggage to check in?
Yes, I have this suitcase.
I'm afraid it's too heavy.
Really? What can I do then?
Maybe you can put some things in your carry-on.
I hadn't thought of that. Maybe not. Don't worry, I have an idea. Is that better?
I'm afraid not.
Okay, let's see what else I can do. What about now?
That's fine. Here's your passport.
Thanks.
Have a nice flight.
All right. So, number one, the man is traveling to Warsaw to visit his daughter.
True.
True.
Okay, true. The check-in agent gave the man his boarding pass.
True.
Okay. 3, the check-in agent doesn't know if there is going to be a delay.
False.
Okay. The man will find out the gate number later.
True.
And the man put some clothes from his suitcase in his carry-on.
False.
So the first one is true. The man is traveling to Warsaw to visit his daughter. And number 2, the check-in agent gave the man his boarding pass, which is false. 3, the check-in agent doesn't know if there is going to be a delay, so that's false. The man will find out the gate number later, that's true. And number 5, the man put some clothes from his suitcase in his carry-on, that's false. All right, guys. So we're gonna leave the speaking situations for next class. Well, for next week. And so that's it for today. When we already finished the class. I don't know if you have a question or a comment. Anything that you would like to add?
No, teacher.
All right. Okay, if you don't have any more questions, so see you next week and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.
Thank you, teacher. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.